Symptoms of energy shift. Do not ignore them. We all know that we should take care of our bodies and not ignore symptoms, but there are some subtle symptoms that might tell you something is wrong with your energy. Learn how to recognize and address them here. As we are heading into the Age of Aquarius, new energies are encompassing our bodies and are reflected in various physiological symptoms. Within this transition of the ages, many people will begin to feel many of these energy shift symptoms on a regular basis as our bodies are adjusting and upgrading to the higher frequencies. Headaches. When the crown chakra opens or expands, it can be an intense and painful experience. It might feel like a spike or rod is being inserted. Headaches are common and they can range from migraines to cluster headaches. Women seem to experience them more than men. They can be caused by too much energy flowing through the crown chakra and by hormonal changes which occurs when the chakras are stimulated. Sometimes the pain can be eased by asking spirit and your higher self to make an adjustment in the energy flow. When you ask for aid to ease the pain, and it is part of the process that is opening and expanding your pineal or pituitary gland, the pain will only lessen. As your vibrational rate increases, the pineal and the pituitary glands expand to accommodate the higher energy frequencies. Other glands change also, but these two are the major ones that contribute to headaches. This can last a few months or a few years depending on what level of spiritual development that you are at and your rate of growth. Flu-like symptoms. This is quite common and part of the process. Just write it out and don't take antibiotics, which will only prolong the process. These symptoms are caused by the physical body reaction to the toxins that are released when the chakras begin to expand. Whatever was constricting or congesting the chakras is flushed through the blood. Also, new beliefs and paradigms are enacted. The imprinted consciousness in the blood becomes toxic to the physical system because it does not support the new thoughts and contributes to confusion. It is helpful to supplement the body with blood-fortifying enzymes, herbs, and essential oils to ease the symptoms. Hot lemon drinks will also help cleanse the body. Don't work too much during this time because you are going through a major shift in vibration. Try and take it easy, and it will pass. Nausea, loose bowel movements, diarrhea. This is a common reaction when the solar plexus chakra opens and releases the stored fear, anger, and resentment held in the area. Karmic and family issues will produce gas and farting. The Bach flower rescue remedy can ease these symptoms. Don't be afraid to take it every 30 minutes if necessary. Muscle aches and joint pain. Increasing your vibration forces the energy through the body. When there are blockages impeding the energy flow, this raised and forced energy slams into them, causing these symptoms and ails. Often this is alleviated by asking for assistance from the higher self to adjust the flow to ease the pain. The body can quickly adjust to the higher vibration in a few moments, hours, or days. Depression, a very common symptom caused by an increased rate of vibration. This high frequency forces any illnesses, viruses, or infections hiding in the body to surface. To discover the root cause contributing to this state, examine your beliefs and decisions that are creating your reality. It is also important to monitor your internal dialogue to learn what you are creating for yourself. Observing and realizing the state you are experiencing is not caused by the present allows it to quickly pass. The herb St. John's wort eases depression and is antiviral too. Crying for no reason, feeling emotionally vulnerable when blockages from this lifetime and other lifetimes begin to release, the emotional body will react in this manner. The photon belt energy stimulates and contributes to the spontaneous release of these burdens. Trying to control or resist these urges further represses and blocks the energy, making things more difficult. Crying, moaning, sobbing, or toning becomes a cleansing release. Use a Bach flower remedy or an essential oil to help with the emotional body. Fluttering, pain in the heart area, or breathing problems. This is a symptom experienced when the heart chakra begins to open or enlarge to receive more energy. Pain sensations in the heart and not being able to breathe can be very frightening because you may think you are having a heart attack. The above symptoms are caused by the expansion of energy running through your solar plexus and heart chakra, heart and stomach area. The best solution is to relax, which will adjust the energy flow. Anxiety and fear only constricts the energy, thus causing a more severe reaction. This is a normal experience when undergoing a frequency increase. Hot flashes and night and day sweats. These are commonly experienced by both men. This is due to energy flowing too quickly through the body. hormonal changes, which men have too, and the body learning to adjust to the higher vibratory rate. Some men might experience it being stored in this area, which might feel like they are growing breasts. If you are a man, don't be concerned about this, because this puffiness in the chest area will only last for a short while. Extreme tiredness, waking in the morning and struggle to get out of bed after a full night of sleep, or falling asleep in the middle of the afternoon is common. This is caused when the energy is shifting throughout the whole spiritual body. This will pass in time. Each person has a different time frame. For some it can be weeks, for others months, for others years. If you can create a pyramid structure to sit under, this will give you wonderful boosts of energy when you are lacking it. Drink lots of pure water to hydrate the cells, crystals to energize the water. Eat light meals with organic veggies. Doing light physical exercise will stimulate the energy flow through the body. Bar remedies, flower essences, essential oils will also help the transition. Excessive energy, you go early to bed, exhausted, but in a couple of hours you are wide. This is caused by the photon belt energy accumulating around you, thus the body's inability to store the energy because it is blocked and congested. It is important not to get up and be active because the energy is for healing all the subtle bodies, spiritual, mental, emotional, and physical. The best way to assimilate the energy is to quietly sit and read, watch TV, or listen to meditation tapes to help you go back to sleep. This might seem to occur nightly for some time. Weight gain. This is a very common complaint. The body feels like it is being invaded, so it adds a layer of protection. If you are a light worker, then additional water is needed to create energy. If you don't have enough water, the body will store water, which ultimately leads to stagnation. Another major factor is that with the activation of new DNA, fat is needed to hold the vibration. Body fat holds a higher vibration, which is necessary to generate healing and channeling energy. Many of you also have agreed to anchor grids of light in the areas surrounding where you live. Anchoring these grids require body fat to help hold the energy. Body fat serves a very loving purpose, as it allows embodiments to assist Mother Earth in holding her vibration, in becoming crystalline. The body fat is evenly distributed around every cell within the embodiment. This allows the entire body to act as a tuning fork to hold a new vibration. Losing your memory or feeling spacey. This can be a frightening experience because you cannot remember what you had for dinner, and dinner was only an hour away. You are not losing your memory. You are changing over from left brain function to more of a right brain function. Areas of the brain are being activated to cope with the higher energy coming in. Sometimes it is hard to speak. Words come out jumbled or garbled. This situation will pass. There is no time limit on this. Extreme sensitivity. As you open up to the higher vibration, you will find yourself becoming extremely sensitive to people, noises, light, smells, tastes, all sorts of things. This can affect the central nervous system and can be quite a difficult thing to cope with. You do need to take B vitamins and a multivitamin if this is happening to you. If you are allergic to these vitamins, then look for a homeopathic remedy or a Bach flower remedy for extreme sensitivity. Blowing light bulbs and electronics. If this is happening to you, then you are really reaching a very high vibratory rate and will probably be a profound healer or channel for spirit. It is due to extremely high energy coming into the physical form. It could be described as 50,000 volts of electricity coming in at once. Not only can the body not cope, but it goes through the body and out again, and as it does so, it affects all electronic equipment. Animal reactions. You will find that dogs and cats and other animals will become aware of your energy and be frightened of it or want to be around it all the time. Many animals can't get enough of the energy. Others are somewhat frightened because they do not understand it. Food changes. As you vibrate higher, you will find that you no longer want the things that you used to. Coffee, tea, and meat are just 3 of the dietary changes that people make as they begin to vibrate faster. Meat is especially dense and can really affect the body's energy, especially if it has hormones in it. You may develop cravings for certain foods or go off your favorite foods. This is normal and a part of the change to the higher vibration. If you find this happening, then let it happen and explore the new possibilities. Also, the changes to our physiological makeup are currently speeding up, and there are many temporary physical symptoms that are occurring in our bodies as a consequence of this. Some of these are flu-like symptoms, high temperatures, sweating, aching bones and joints, etc., but which do not respond to antibiotics. migraine headaches with severe pain that is not relieved with painkillers, occasional diarrhea, occasional runny nose and sneezing which lasts 24 hours and is not a cold or hay fever, dizziness, ringing in the ears, heart palpitations, feeling the whole body vibrate, especially at night when one is in a relaxed state, intense muscular spasms and pain in one or more areas of the body, tingling in arms, hands, legs or feet, temporary loss of muscular power in the body caused by changes to the circulatory system, occasional breathing difficulties, and or noticing stronger or louder breathing when in a relaxed state, immune system changes, tenderness in the breast and or genitals, lymphatic system changes, changes to skin tone and color, feeling tired or exhausted from minor exertion, wanting to sleep longer and more often than usual, toenails and hair growing quicker than usual, bouts of depression for no real reason, finding that one is delving into the past, looking at relationships and gaining clarity on personal issues, feeling one is doing a huge purge, tension, anxiety and high stress levels because one feels that something is going on but one doesn't know what it is. Some of these symptoms are being felt by a great many people. Many are rushing off in panic to their doctor, chiropractor, herbalist and so on and usually told that there is nothing really wrong with them. And this is the truth. For all these symptoms are just temporary and simply indicate that the above-mentioned physiological changes are occurring. Some of the recommended relief remedies for the above are: go with the flow, don't fight it. If you feel tired and exhausted, rest and get plenty of sleep. Drink plenty of water for you are detoxifying and dehydrating quicker than usual. To relieve emotional tension and stress levels, take valerian. Fenugreek relieves stress on the lymphatic system and helps the detoxification. To relieve muscle spasm, take valerian. And try mud baths, or a long hot soak in a bath into which you add a cup of Epsom salts. Do this daily. Recognize that even if you are having heart palpitations or breathing difficulties, that it is the heart chakra or the throat chakra that is unblocking and that the symptoms are temporary. You aren't dying, just changing. However, don't just take my word for it. Seek medical guidance if you are unsure. If you don't know where to get valerian or fenugreek, try a health food store, or better still, simply say the name in your head when you need relief. All healing energies are transmitted via the sound of the name and are just as effective said in the mind as aloud, or as in physically taking them. Try it and see. Ask your angel guides or higher self to help relieve any pain. Most symptoms seem to last a couple of weeks, then clear up. Some symptoms may recur from time to time. These changes are not necessarily being experienced by everyone concurrently. For instance, a very small percentage of adults have already embodied a further 2 strands of DNA, as at 2001, and are now beginning to move into 4th-dimensional awareness. This physical change in our state of being is completely dependent upon our current level of consciousness. Therefore, as we lift our perceptions to embrace ever-increasing levels of truth and higher thought, so we embody further strands of DNA. This entire process is managed by our I Am Presence or higher self. So we are in extremely capable and loving hands, and must therefore learn to surrender to it. How many of these energy shift symptoms are you feeling?